Do you ever just grab your phone first thing in the morning just to check one quick thing?
2 hours later.
Yep. Many times. But started reading this book on digital nutrition, made me start thinking about some of these things, and yeah, let's have a chat about it. So here's the deal. Everybody's done it. Whether you're at work, with friends, waking up, you look at your phone for just a second, just one, and then all of a sudden it's been 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half. You've gone down the rabbit hole. Now for some reason you've gone through politics, home renovations, you name it. You have wasted so much time on your phone. I'm guilty of it too, and that's why I wanted to investigate into why that's the case and how I can make life just a little bit easier on myself and try and break the grasps that for whatever reason phones and social media just seems to have on all of us. So the last time I was out at a bookstore, this one caught my attention. It's a book called Smartphone Nation by Kaitlyn Regehr, and it's not just about why social media is engineered to essentially ruin our lives, but also how we can combat against some of the algorithms and things that keep us so addicted to our smartphones. So I wanted to share a few of the things that I've taken into my personal life to try and reduce the amount of time I'm spending not only on social media, but my phone as a whole, and making sure the time that I am spending on it is intentional. The goal is to do this in a way that you don't have to just simply delete social media forever, but there's ways that you can try to address some of this without going to those extremes. For example, I still like messaging my friends, I still like talking to family abroad, and obviously I still like creating content for YouTube, Instagram, because it's just one of my few creative outlets, let's call it. So let's get into a couple of these ideas. So the first thing that I wanted to discuss and talk to you guys about was setting timers on specific apps. It's very easy to go into your phone and see where you're spending the most of your time. And for me, it was Instagram. So I went into my phone settings and I went into the apps, into Instagram, and I was able to set a timer so that way I cannot go over this amount of time on Instagram whatsoever. Yeah, sure, you can press the button and it'll extend it or whatever, but it's a step in the right direction of trying to build a little bit of discipline, I guess, in terms of keeping me accountable and making sure that I don't waste hours upon hours doom scrolling on Instagram. It's crazy to me how much time I actually spend arguing with myself and my phone, just trying to convince myself that I don't need that extra time on those social media apps, because let's be honest, we're not consuming educational content nearly as much as we would like to tell other people that we are. Next up, the book talks about notifications and specifically turning them off for everything but the most essential things, specifically like phone calls or text messages from your mom, your elderly grandma, or whoever matters the most to you in your life. But one study showed that the average person has over 100 notifications per day. Now imagine 100 notifications per day. That is 100 taps on the shoulder when you're in the middle of doing just about anything. If you do not have those little attention grabbers all throughout the day, that is a lot more time that you can spend focusing on your tasks that you inevitably have at hand, whether that be dinner with your family or working on a project at work or playing soccer with your friends. You don't want these unwanted distractions that just don't serve any value to what you're actually doing in the moment. So what I would suggest you do is go and turn off your notifications on everything but the most important things, so that way, for example, if a family member has a health emergency, you didn't just miss the notification. But having all of your other notifications off allows you to check intentionally on those apps when you're expecting a notification, as opposed to just conveniently having things pop up all throughout the day. The next thing that the book talked about that I thought was an incredible idea was actually switching your phone to grayscale. I never thought about this, but color plays a huge role in how addictive your smartphones can be. Notice the bright, punchy colors, the saturation, all the nice features that these phones have come out with over the years are specifically designed to try and hold your attention longer onto these devices. Putting your phone into grayscale mode immediately takes this all away and makes your phone substantially more boring to look at, which in turn will help turn you off of it and help you use it for what you opened it for and not just to scroll aimlessly. It's crazy how fast your brain shuts off and stops caring about your phone the moment you strip the color away. It's like suddenly realizing your favorite candy is just nothing but sugar wrapped up in fancy packaging. So this is gonna make me sound kind of old, but the next one is talking about your home screen, specifically having absolutely nothing on it. I don't even know if that's possible on iPhone, but the reason I got an Android years and years and years ago was I loved how clean the home screen can look without all of the clutter of having all of the different apps that are native to the phone. So for example, on mine, I have nothing other than the phone app, the messaging, Chrome, Play Store, camera. I also have a little tiny section for travel apps, but that's just purely for when I'm traveling so that way I can remember, for example, which bus to take or which priority pass I have access to. Everything else is tucked away and you physically have to swipe up to access everything. If you can, I would recommend you take as many apps as you can away from that home screen. It just makes you so much less likely to go and tap on things that you would otherwise not see immediately upon opening your phone. This isn't a phone setting, this is a life hack. I have implemented this practice into my life every single day since I've returned from vacation, and I could not be more impressed with the results. Essentially, I ensure that there is no screen time from the moment I wake up until 9:30 in the morning. You heard me right. Sometimes I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work. That means my personal phone does not ring, it does not go off, it does not give me any notifications, it doesn't distract me for the first 4 hours of my shift sometimes, or the first 4 hours of me being awake. That gives me time to wake up, have a coffee, make myself some breakfast, go and read a book, relax a little bit, go for a walk, literally do anything that's actually good for me instead of getting caught up and fed into whatever's going on that day. The reason I love this so much is twofold. One, it forces me to take time for myself, and it prevents me from getting angry first thing in the morning. I don't know about you, but my phone loves pushing angry news, and as much as I try and avoid it, to me it seems inevitable. However, if I don't click onto my phone at all, I can ignore that until I've already woken up and I've already started my day on a positive note. It doesn't have to be first thing in the morning. Maybe you have a ton of things that go on and you have to be prepared first thing in the morning. I get that. If that's the case, make it a nighttime routine. Put your phone away an hour before bed, 2 hours before bed, have family time, reading time, relaxing time, and then get a good proper sleep. I would love to be one of the people that does this at nighttime, but unfortunately my conversations with my friends just tend to go a little bit too late into just about every evening. I am working on it, but I'm not quite there yet. Okay, if you've made it this far, there's a chance I haven't lost you, but in case you're on the cusp and don't believe that you're one of the people that can actually let go of their social media addictions, I want to tell you a quick little story, because there was a wonderful human being that I met in the Greek islands, and she had it rough. What do I mean by that? Well, according to her, because, wasn't there, can't confirm, but according to her, she was in Croatia and somebody dropped her phone into the ocean. Okay, that's the story. I met her, she had no phone. From that point on, didn't have a phone. We covered 4 Greek islands. This individual was an absolute trooper. She read lots, she was present, she journaled, and she talked to those around her. Obviously, things could have gone better, and it would have been easier to, take photos on a phone, be able to stay in touch with family and friends. There were times where she mentioned, she's like, I don't know if my friends even know if I'm alive, because, I'm not posting on social media. And it's crazy, the conversations that you can have with people the moment you strip them away from their phones. Some of the best conversations that I had during this entire trip was with this individual, and I really hope she sees this video, because honest to God, she proved to me and to a lot of other people that week that you don't necessarily need to have a phone to have the best time of your life. I did not meet a single person on that trip that was more present than she was, because, well, she had to be. Right? And if she can do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, that means you can do it. Not to mention the benefits. If you're not on your phone for 11 days, that's 11 days of no doom scrolling and no negative news. It was absolute pure bliss for this lady, so much so that I was almost jealous and envious. And that was where I started to try and take more action myself to try and get off some of these apps, to try and stop the doom scrolling, not go on social media unless I had a specific purpose in mind. And the moment I caught myself scrolling, I'd shut the app right off. So that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned in the Greek islands from one of the most amazing individuals that I met along that trip. So here's the deal, guys. I'm not anti-phone, okay? I still use it to make videos for you guys. I still use it to keep in touch with friends, but I am just so against how much negativity there is in these little devices nowadays and how shitty sometimes it can make you feel when you come away from a 40-minute doom scroll session. You have no idea where that time went to. I am just very pro getting your life back and feeling like you have a little bit of control, even if it's over something small like the amount of time you're spending on Instagram. I still love tech. I just don't want it to own me anymore. If you've been feeling the same way, I just really want you to try one, maybe two of these different ideas that I suggested in this video. They can be a dramatic shift, so don't be over ambitious with it. Pick one, try it out for a week and just see what happens. If you can stay on track for 1, 2, 3 weeks, then maybe move on to the next tip that I suggested. Just try one of them to start and get the ball rolling. I can guarantee you that you will immediately feel better about yourself and unlock so much more free time to do some of the things that matter the most to you. And who knows, maybe one of these days I'll actually be able to put my phone away before 9 p.m. as well. If this video helped you rethink your screen time and how you use your phone as a whole, even just a little bit, make sure you like it and share it to your friends so that way one more person can be positively affected by something like this. I know my bosses, my coworkers, even my friends, my family, my parents could benefit from a message like this to just get them thinking, because if it's not in the forefront of your mind, you're very unlikely to think about it. Help this video reach somebody else. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and smash the bell notifications icon so that you know when I make a new video, and comment down below which one of these that you're gonna try. I'd love to hear and interact with you more in the comments. Take care, guys, and have an awesome rest of your day.